Welcome to my channel. Today, I am going to share a very interesting and motivational story in English. So, stay till the end. Once upon a time, in a small town, there lived a girl named Mira. Mira was a bright student. She was hardworking, intelligent, and very kind. But she had one big problem: she was afraid to speak in English. Whenever her teacher asked her a question in class, her heart started beating fast. Her hands would shake, and her voice would become very low. Even though she knew the answer, she stayed silent. One day, her teacher asked, "Mira, can you answer this question in English?" She knew the answer perfectly. She had studied it the night before. But fear stopped her. The whole class was looking at her. Some students started whispering and laughing. Mira slowly said, I don't know, ma'am. But deep inside, she knew, she did know the answer. That day, she went home feeling very sad. She sat quietly in her room and thought, why am I so scared? Why can't I speak even when I know everything? Tears rolled down her face. Just then, her father came into the room. He sat beside her and gently asked, what happened, Mira? At first, she said nothing. But then she finally spoke, I am scared of speaking English. Everyone laughs at me. I feel like I am not good enough. Her father smiled and said something that changed her life. He said, do you know how a baby learns to walk? Mira looked at him and shook her head. He continued, the baby falls again and again. But does the baby stop trying? Mira said softly, no. Her father said, exactly. If the baby stopped trying, it would never learn to walk. Then he looked into her eyes and said, mistakes are not failures. They are steps toward success. That night, Mira made a decision. She decided, I will speak English every day, no matter how many mistakes I make. The next day at school, she tried again. Her sentences were not perfect. Her grammar was wrong. Her pronunciation was not clear. And yes, some students laughed again. But this time, she did not stop. Day by day, she improved. She started reading English books. She watched English videos. She practiced speaking in front of a mirror. Sometimes she felt embarrassed, but she never gave up. Weeks passed. Then months passed. One day, something amazing happened. The teacher asked a question in English again. This time, Mira raised her hand confidently. The whole class was surprised. She stood up and answered clearly, fluently, and confidently. There was complete silence in the classroom. No one laughed. Instead, everyone was impressed. The same students who once laughed at her were now clapping for her. The teacher smiled proudly. At that moment, she realized something important. The problem was never her English. The problem was her fear. And the moment she faced her fear, everything changed. From that day onwards, Mira became an inspiration for others. Students started asking her, how did you become so confident? She would simply say, I stopped being afraid of mistakes. And that was her secret. Moral of the story: fear stops you. Mistakes teach you. Practice makes you better. So never be afraid to speak. Because every expert was once a beginner.